Welcome again to yet another session where we'll talk about our physical, our health, and all in between. Today we're talking about the topic physical fitness and body conditioning. Physical fitness alongside body conditioning. Now, just to lay a groundwork, it is your fitness that will determine how your body is conditioned. If your physical attributes are not strong, or your physique is not strong enough, the body conditioning will keep getting ill. Now, as we go on, I will give you some stories that will back these ideas up. Let's begin. Today we will be focusing on, first of all, we'll talk about the background on physical fitness. We'll be talking about components of physical fitness, characteristics of a physically fit person, characteristic of a physically fit person. Then finally, we'll be talking about the importance of physical fitness. Let's delve right in. Physical fitness is the ability of an individual to perform his daily work well, without feeling too tired or ill, and still have reserve energy in case of emergency. I always imagine myself to be a physically fit person, despite the way I'm looking. Sometimes people always underestimate me. Oh, Mr. Richmond, you're so big, other stuff. But I tell them that it's not a matter of your size, it's a matter of how strong you are within. I walk miles every day just to keep myself fit. I ensure that I cover at least a couple of kilometers, or at least a couple of kilometers, 2 kilometers every day. It helps to build your immune system going forward. And of course, your immune system is in charge of fighting various diseases in your body, as we saw previously. Your body immune system will fight germs, bacteria, such as bacteria, viruses, and parasitic infections. Very, very important. Meanwhile, body conditioning is the way the body is conditioned, of course, obviously from the word body conditioning, where the body is conditioned and regulated with respect to physical exercises that enables one to keep fit or become physically fit. So it means your body condition is subject to how much fitness you're giving to it. It's like your body is taking in all this energy you're giving to it. It's taking all these nutrients, all this power, all this strength, all this workout you're giving to it, and it's going to give you out a profitable amount of energy, of physical attributes. You start to build a physical attribute. It gives you a lot of, in fact, you become calm. It gives you some kind of serenity in your life, some kind of calm in your life. Because a person who is not working out will be walked over. Now, components of physical fitness. Now, the components of physical fitness are, remember, number one, health-related components. We deal with physical fitness because of our health. And then secondly, skills or performance-related components. We deal with this more attributed to those into sports, the sportsmen and women. Mine is more of health. Mine is more of A. I don't know about you. So you check which one is sending you into physical fitness. Health-related components, skills or performance-related components. Let's see number one, health-related components. Now, there are some such as muscular power, muscular strength, muscular endurance. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was looking for, your endurance. It helps you to have stamina, build your stamina and your resilience in you. Cardiovascular respiratory endurance. Now, difference between muscular endurance and cardiovascular respiratory endurance is in the names. Now, let me leave the muscular, because muscular we know is muscle. Let me focus on the CVR, the cardiovascular respiratory. Now, the cardiovascular, everything has to do with cardio has to do with the heart. So your heart, in line with your breathing, because your heart is, the blood that flows into your heart is oxygenated blood. It's carried by oxygen. So your breathing is refined, you are able to, now what's the practical for this, or the examples for this is, for your muscular endurance is when you're trying to lift something, you've reached your limit, but you're able to endure the pain and keep going. That's why you see some of these people that do heavy lifting and the rest, or those who are having one problem with, maybe they're having cramp with their leg, the fitness coach or the EMS, the emergency personnel, will be keep on telling them, go, keep going, they'll keep coaching them. They'll be going beyond the limit. The reason is for it, the longer they endure, the more they become fine-tuned, the more they become connected with the next level of their physical attributes. If you keep going 10 rep every time, when you're doing your push-up, for example, you're doing your push-up and you keep going 10, you remain 10 forever. But if today you go 10, tomorrow you say, I must try and add one more tomorrow. You reach your 10, you go your limit, you pull yourself again. Now that's your muscle enduring. That's your muscle enduring the whole punishment or the whole exercise you're dishing on it. Now in the CVR that has to do with your heart, it's more related with your breathing, like I said. So it has to do with things like running. You're running 10 miles every day, or let me put it straight, you're running 10 meters every day. If you're not improving, that means 10 meters is your limit and you don't want to leave yourself your limits. Can I just add this, that we as humans, we don't really have, in fact, there's no known limitation to what you can do. We are the ones that set the limitation for ourselves. For example, you're doing your running, it's only that we can stop and be like, you can see the next person keep going while you're doing, you're breathing high, you're gasping for air, while someone is still running. Means you have reached your own limit. The person has reached his own limit. He has broken his own, he's going further than he has broken your own limit and going further. So your limit is only set by you, and it's set from your mind, because when your mind tells you you're tired, you agree with your mind. So your cardiovascular respiratory endurance has to do with a lot with your endurance from within. The physical one is from without, but there's the muscular one from what you have from you, your muscular build. Again, but it's still related to the mind, because everything you do in this life, your mind must process it first. It must pass through your mind. Now, you have the next one, flexibility. Ability to be able to spring forward, backward, bend, twist, and turn with relative ease. Now, question someone was asking me, we were watching athletics, and we're watching the man, one of my best sprinter of all time, in fact, the greatest sprinter of all time, Usain Bolt, when he was running. And in the same year, the big man smashed his record, not one. Okay, in the same competition or event in the same year, it's a major event. It was a world championship where he broke and set the world record. In the same year, he ran the fastest in terms of 100 meters, which is a straight dash, a sprint dash. And he ran the fastest when it comes to 200, which is what had to do with a bend. And the guy and he did not just smash them by a little. Now, he had the previous record. He broke his previous record in both events. Get this right, fun fact. He broke his previous record, the same thing, 11 seconds. He went from 9.69 to 9.58 in the 100 meters dash. He went from 19.40 or thereabout, or 19.30, and he smashed his record to 19.19. So he smashed both records equally in the same reason. So someone was asking me, how was he able to, I understand him moving with so much speed from the start to finish. Now, he said, how was he able to do that bend? I said, the reason why he could not match 18 seconds, because if he added 19.5 plus the 19.5, he should be running 19 seconds flat. But he did not run 19 seconds flat. He ran 19.19. That little 19 microseconds that is added there. In fact, if you even go further and add the 8 plus 8, which is 19.58, if you add the 8 plus 8, you're going to get 16. And that 16 there is not yet up to the 19. So there's a 3 seconds. That 3 seconds was from the bending. And for him to have made that sharp bend, there must be some flexible mode in his leg. His stud must be able to hit the surface of the ground and gain his balance while he's turning. So he is running with respect to the motion, because he's going on a sideways. That's why I talked about the sidewinders. the snakes that move with their sides. They're able to hold their body from the side. And so if you watch Usain Bolt, according to him, he said he has learned from the cheetah, he has learned from the goshawk, he has also learned from the sidewinders, the eastern diamondback, rattlesnake. So he learned from different components on, first of all, straight shootout, cheetah. Maneuverability, able to twist and turn while you're moving. That's a goshawk. And able to move on the side. That's the sidewinders. So he was able to gain this thing because he learned it. So your physical fitness or your ability to learn how to be flexible can come about from learning different components of the human body and how your mode is. Now, another reason why, and this is the major reason in terms of the health-related components, resistance to diseases, of course, obviously. Now, I'll tell you the story I was about to tell you. There was a young man, a young lady rather. I was watching a program. I love watching a program. His name is tagged Monsters Inside Me. Now, the reason why the young lady beat that particular disease or that particular infection that was almost killing her is she was struck by one of the greatest killers. This disease or this virus has a 92% killing rate. It means it's only 8 people that have survived it. If it's 100 people, out of the 100, only 8 people have survived it. That's how slim the chance is. And that 8 people that survive it, your immune system have to be very strong. We talked about the coronavirus and everything, the COVID-19, how it ravaged our world in 2020, and many people died. Watch out the people that survived. People whose immune system were strong. Children who are still developing their immune system, and old people who are having the tail end of their immune system. Their immune system are a bit lacky, they're a bit sluggish and a bit slow. No more hyperactive immune system like the younger ones. Those are the people that were susceptible and dying from this disease with ease. Now the younger people in between those, the children, the young ones and the old ones, the other people smashed in between, we are people, those that were dying, we are people that were having one issue with their immune system. And that's why something like HIV is very, very bad. Because it doesn't just kill you directly. The HIV/AIDS doesn't kill you directly. No. It disrupts your immune system. It keeps your immune system busy while other diseases comes to kill you. Things like COVID-19. So if your immune system is busy fighting HIV and you get COVID-19, that is a double whammy. You're going to have double wahala. According to our great singer, he said double wahala for dead body. You're going to have a problem with your body because your body will be fighting on two fronts. It's fighting HIV/AIDS, it's fighting COVID-19. Same thing with other parasitic infection and also bacterial infection. So this lady was able to defeat this viral infection. Why? Because of her workout. She was a workout, she was a trainer, a physical trainer. Thus, that's her whole pattern of coaching and other stuff was building an immune system. This disease came in and she was able to, according to the doctor, because the bad thing, here's a bad thing about the particular virus I'm talking about. It doesn't have a cure. So it's only depending on you and your immune system. That's why that rate, the death rate is very high. Our immune system was able to hold it down. So resistance to disease, your physical fitness can help you to resist disease. Now the next part, we'll talk about the performance-related components. Your workout will help you in coordination. As we talked about formation, when you do your marching, your march pass, all those things. Yes, if you're not physically fit, you will not be able to survive a march pass. I mean, a proper way of looking at this is, I come out from a bit of military myself, under the Navy. When you are doing a proper guard command, a parade command, where a parade moment, everybody's gathered there. Sometimes you might even be standing for good 12 hours. Imagine you standing for 12 hours. Imagine you staying for 8 hours. Yes, if you're not physically fit, your coordination, you won't be able to follow up. Others will be doing something else, you'll be doing something else. Second one, your muscular power. It helps to build your muscle, especially, for example, those that run, they build their muscle in their legs, so they'll be able to withstand the power from the speed. At some speed, your body might disintegrate and scatter. Just your muscle will pull out. That's why I heard muscle pull. That's the word. Because it has gotten too much of toxic, there's a toxicity that is built within. When you are having, I've forgotten the name they mentioned, there's a name they usually call that toxicity that is built in your body. It is built when you're exercising too much. If your body doesn't is not if your muscular power isn't built well, your power to resist that particular toxic that is built from your workout, it will affect your power, your muscular power, thereby having some cramps and the rest. Speed, yes, we know about this already. Agility now is the ability to twist and turn to be able to withstand the pressure from different angles. We're talking about the torque pressure, we're talking about the shear pressure, the different pressure that comes from the wind, from even your balance. Talking about accuracy, when you build, you'll be able to do things accurately. The guy who flies the highest when you come to long jump is not the person that has the biggest muscle or is the tallest person. No. It's the person that built himself over time and is ready to take away that journey and is able to calculate his step in that board. So with respect to your physical fitness, you can target the board and spring yourself forward. We have balance, of course. Then we have body composition. Again, that's the body conditioning we're talking about, your body composition. When you build your physical fitness, it helps your performance, your body becomes vibrating or ready to take on heavy or complex tasks. Now, body condition. Now, flexibility and power are essential for health and very important for skill performance. So flexibility, we can take flexibility for the first side and power from the second side, add them together. Those are the two most important when it comes to the skills or performance and it comes to the health-related performances too. Characteristic of a physically fit person. Characteristic. What are the things you will find out from a physically fit person? Number one, physical characteristics. He has organic vigor. That is a kind of a strength. He's so vibrant. He's so alive. Let me use that word. He's so alive in his movement. He moves very well. His stance. When you see a proper military man coming, you're going to know he's a military man. Just seeing a military man coming, there's a way to walk. You'll be like, wow, that's a military. You just clear. So you know a physically fit person by his physical attribute. Next one is the organic base. His the line of his body, everything, the base about his body. The basis about his body is very, very active. The organic base is active. He's skilled in some physical activities and enjoys sense of well-being. He takes his well-being very, very serious. Social characteristics. Number two, he understands and respects the rights of other people. Practices self-service above self and makes a satisfactory group adjustment. A physically fit person is not a selfish person. It's one that looks, as much as I'm okay, let me look at all others. And this comes to bear when it comes to you that has the ability. Finding yourself in the midst of others that are not that up to your level, up to your standard. It's easy for you to look down on them and feel like you're better than them. They have nothing to offer to you. It's easy for you to look at the person that is disabled because you have the ability and they are on the other end of their disability and you feel like they cannot perform. Guess what? Sometimes those you underrate comes to the fore and they rise to the occasion. The underdog sometimes win. So sometimes you need to know how to respect the rights of other people, respect other people's sporting attributes, other people's ability, other people's, even if they're not physically as fit as you, respect them nonetheless. It makes you better. Your social skills comes to a better light. We have the mental characteristics. Physical fitness helps to develop your brain strength. It has a healthy outlook of life. He has good sense of judgment. Have good sense of judgment. He has good sense of judgment. Thinks independently and constructively and is resourceful. People who are able to work themselves, they are able to last in a seminar, they are able to last in a classroom, they are able to last in all facets of life. And they think outside the box, they think creatively, they think constructively, and they are very resourceful. Ask them any question, they can give you the answer because as much as they are working out, their mind is also alert too. They are making their mind, they are also, we call it mental alertness. Mental alertness. Next one is emotional characteristics. The last one is emotional characteristics. It has to do with the stability and self-control when they are faced with reality, they are always building honest manner. They don't flare up easily. They don't become moody and mood swinging left to right. No, they are very firm in terms of their emotional quotient or their emotional intelligence. So you must be able to work out just to make your body to be fit for your emotions. Because if your emotions are not in order, you're going to fall into other problems listed here. Now let's see more about our good friend. Now here are some activities done, some activities you can be able to use for yourself. Follow the video, the highlighting. We have the pull up, pull down. We have the hopping way. They have the marching way. You have the lift front and lift back, the neck pull. We have the stretching. We have the stretching. This one is also profitable for the sports known as tug of war. So if you keep on learning how to stretch, you can deal with tug of war. They have the push-ups. You have the arm drag. Arm drag, it helps you to know how to pull heavy load from the ground. They have the knee rests, how to play along with your knee and make sure they are positioned at night, because again, if you work on your knees, it helps your flexibility. It helps to, I always tell people that human beings are not like the biological aspects of robotics, of electronical robots, for example, electronical or mechanical robots. Now, why they are powered by either electrical power cables, or they are powered by pneumatic, which is force of air, or they are powered by hydraulics, which is the force of flowing liquid. Why they are powered by those things? Human beings all do that same thing. If you look at your knee very well, touch the back of your knee, you will feel two particular substances there, or components there. Those are what we call your tendons. Your tendons are very important when it comes to holding your legs together. Take for example, if I cut one of your tendons, you go through what we call the ACL injury. The arterial cruciate ligament damage. Your tendon is attached to your ligament, so it's damaged. Now, most footballers and most athletes, they go through this ACL a lot, because when the knee is moved, there's something that vibrates in the knee. And if there's a little damage in that knee, ACL sets in. So you work on your knee to become vibrant. Or the other part is your Achilles tendon. Now, if I touch the back of your knee, the back of your leg, joining with your leg meets with your feet, that back there, you feel your Achilles there. That place where you call your ankle. Now, when there's a tendon there, if I cut it, you'll be unable to move. Why? Because I have disrupted the flow of your movements. Now, so your work on your knee to get better. We have the sit up, sit down. We have the also again for your knee too, the balancing, working on a sledge or in a log or in a pivot just to hold your balance. You have the balance one. You have the side to side movements, and also have the karate training when you have to work on your leg or work on your hand, all those stuff. I know some of you will love a bit of karate in your life. I mean, you like to do some karate, so those fitness are quite important. Those are into martial arts. Now, importance of physical fitness. There are only 4. Physical fitness promotes sense of well-being. 1, so it promotes sense of well-being for you to be in order. Number 2, it improves stamina. Your stamina becomes strong again. Your body becomes receptive to whatever you're giving to it. Your intake of the right mode of working. It also releases for example, those toxins that have come to build up, we call it, some of them build up in your blood system, where your blood becomes merged together. In fact, some of the nutrients we eat, because Nigeria consumes a lot of carbohydrates, nutrient kind of foods, more than any other nutrients on the classes of food. In fact, 50% I think so or more is given to only carbohydrates. I don't keep calling carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, and those meals build up cholesterol in our body. Yes, your physical fitness can help to open that your cholesterol and let your blood flow very well. Because if your cholesterol keep building up, there are so many side effects and so many effects from it, one of which is high blood pressure, because the blood will not find anywhere to move, so the blood will be shaky, will be needing a passage. You can have muscle cramp, you can even go further to have heart-related problem, including heart attack. Number 2, it improves your stamina. Yeah, the more you do, the more you get connected to the right mode of workout or your physical fitness. It prevents both minor and major illnesses, correct? And finally, the speed of recovery from illness is enhanced. Like I said before, you can be sick, like that lady, she was sick, but because of her physical fitness, unlike others that get down easily, she was able to survive it. So with this, we have come to the end of today's class. Before we end completely, take these following questions and answer it at home. Make sure you understand everything as related to our topic for today. Then finally, let's just see a question from our exam guide, exam portal, to know what we, to know more about our physical fitness. Let's see, 2021, there was an interesting question that was set in question number 47. And the question was, which of the following components of physical fitness is essential for dancing? Now, dancing has to do with twist and turn. You remember what I said, twist and turn, and the ability to maneuver easily from side to side. You know, if you're dancing, you're moving your body, you're not in a straight line, except you're dancing in a particular pattern, like what we call the choreography. But in the sense of normal dancing as a whole, we have option A, agility, option B, flexibility, option C, power, option D, speed, and finally option E, strength. Of course, by what we've analyzed when we talk about Usain Bolt and his ability to maneuver like the goshawk, we know about flexibility. Flexibility is the only movement that can help you to move your body from side to side, even shake your bum, move your body, shake your legs, all at the same time. So people can even do head dance, where they can be moving their head. Head is going almost like a 360 movement or a 180 movement. So flexibility is needed for all those, or essential for all those, for those physical, those dancing, those physical fitness when it comes to dancing. So our answer there is option B. So that's the end for today's lesson. I'll see you next time. Until next time, please ensure you finish your homework, your exercises, and keep working out. Take care of your body, because nobody's going to take care of your body. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.